Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in Arab Barrage War. You all know the drill. I'm going to feature my 6 war flags with commentary, and I've mentioned in videos before, but I am a member of the Praetorian Guardians. We are a top 25 alliance, and I'm also a member of the Guardians family of alliances. We have a total of like 16 or 17 total alliances, and we're always looking to recruit. We've got some top level alliances. We've actually got 2 top 100 alliances now, with Guardians Whoop Ass joining the top 100 with us, and then also Guardians Reborn is usually around 200, 250 or so, and then we've got a bunch of mid-level alliances. We've got a German-only speaking alliance. We've got training alliances. We have an alliance for brand new players. We have alliances of all different skill types and activity levels, so if you are looking for a new alliance, hit me up on the Line app. My contact information for my Line ID is in the description of this video. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, we're going to go up against this Fergus tank team. They've also got 2 costume Gestalts, Archibald and Costume Cow Cow. I've got 5 Woodland Fawns who will all have a 100% chance to resist both the negative mana element and the instant mana reduction from Fergus, and they will actually gain mana each time. I've got Bramble as my healer, Tamlin and Ascian as some attack all hitters, Peregrine as an hard attack 3 hitter, and then Isidore as our finisher here. Let's see how this first flag goes. And I've mentioned in videos before against Fergus, I always like to tile dump up against him as much as possible so that we can get the extra mana when his special goes off. I'm going to start off with the 3 reds horizontally in the middle. That will set off at least 1 cascade of greens, or do I want to match the blues on the bottom left first before those get separated? No, I think I'd rather match the 3 reds. Nice cascading afterwards. Awesome. Now, I've got a couple options with the greens and blues here. Multiple cascading options. I think I want to match the 3 greens all the way on the right first, actually. Because the next turn, I'll have enough greens to be able to get my specials for both Peregrine and Bramble. And I don't even need to match tiles to get them, but I think I'm going to. Let's match the blue diamond here in the middle. That's going to set up a couple, or at least 1 cascade of greens, and we got another one, and some purples. A purple diamond, nice. I'm going to use Bramble first to heal, and then there's that instant mana again. Actually, Ascian has the same effect also, I think. All allies gain 15% mana after 2 turns, or immediately after if the effect is removed or duration ends. It doesn't do it if it gets replaced, though. And Bramble's is 25% mana after 3 turns. I think I'd rather have the 15% after 2 turns, so let's use Bramble first, and then let's use Ascian, and then I'm going to use Peregrine on the 3 on the left here. Yeah. And then I'm going to match these 3 purples. I don't need to hit the purple diamond in order to get Tamlin special. It's going to give me Tamlin. Let's use Tamlin. And then I think I'm going to hit the purple diamond so that I can get Tamlin special again, or I might need 1 more purple tile. Let's just match the 3 blues horizontally here in the middle. It's going to give me Ascian. And we did get 1 more purple tile, which will definitely give me enough for Tamlin, especially with the mana that I just gained from Bramble's special, or from Ascian's special, actually. Now, let's use Isidore on Gestalt for the main part, and this might end the battle, actually. Not quite. Let's hit the purple diamond here to get Tamlin special back, and that will definitely end the battle. When he goes off, this team, honestly, is really like an automatic win against almost any Fergus tank team, depending on who the rest of the team is. But 1 for 1 to start. With my second flag, we're going to bring Oni Wakamaru for the Undispellable Taunt, Lord Loki to copy Bernadette special, Medea for the Shifting Mindless attack, and then Kushanku for the regular Mindless attack. I do need to be careful about when those War of Three Kingdoms heroes go off, because if they land any critical hits, then that will dispel a random cleansable status ailment, which could be the Mindless attack or Shifting Mindless attack. So we're just going to be careful about the timing of those specials. They do also have Gurik and Astrid as well, on top of Li Q and Song Jing. Let's see how this second flag goes. All right, so I need 5 blue tiles or 5 yellow tiles, or 7 purples, which is definitely not going to happen. Let's start off with the 3 reds up against Song Jing, maybe, or the 3 yellows. I definitely would like to stay away from Bernadette if we can. Let's match the 3 yellows on the right, see if I can get lucky with the blue on the bottom. We did not. Let's match the 3 reds up against Song Jing now. Okay. Now let's match the 3 yellows all the way on the left. It's going to give me Kushanku. Oh, please no more cascades on top of that. Thank you. Alright. So the Mindless attack only lasts for 2 turns. We're about to get Oni Wakamaru also, though. Let's use Kushanku on Bernadette. I'm going to match the blues all the way on the left, which is going to give me Oni Wakamaru, so in case if the Mindless attack does wear off, we will still be okay. Now let's match those 3 blues on the left. I'm going to wait 1 turn to match, or to use Oni Wakamaru, since Bernadette already has the Mindless attack. And I'd love to get another blue somewhere so that I can get Lord Loki to copy Bernadette before anybody else goes off. I can set it up in a couple turns by moving the purple tiles up and then matching the purple tiles the following turn. Or I can match the 3 reds vertically and try to get a blue in there. I think I'd like the safer option, and I should be able to get all those matches before Li Q or Gurik go off. Alright, let's use Oni Wakamaru now, since Bernadette's about to go off. And then I'm going to match the 3 purples all the way on the right, and we can match the blues next turn. That is going to set off Li Q, though. Or at least the cascade of greens, which I wasn't counting on. Although, even if Li Q does go off, I can only copy him. Alright, I think we might be okay. Let me see if I have any other options. Don't think I really do. Alright, let's match these yellows and blues. Perfect. It actually did not set off Li Q. Alright, let's copy Bernadette's special now. Everybody turn into paintings, please. Awesome. Now, I am going to match the 3 purples up the middle, I think, or horizontally to set off that cascade of green, so we can do a little bit of tile dumping. Actually, even better, let's move that red dragon down. It's going to set off a bunch of tiles. Nice. Nice cascade with the blues as well. I really need to heal, which we will be able to with these yellows and purples here. Nice cascading. Alright, let's heal with Dia-chan. And And then, before I use any other specials, I'm going to match the 4 blues on the right. Actually, how many more turns is the painting for? 3 more turns. Okay, we got plenty of time for that. Let's match the 4 blues on the right. I don't think that's going to give me Lord Loki, but it might. It did not. Okay, let's match the 3 blues on the left now. That will give me Lord Loki. I want to see if we can get Bernadette out of the painting so I can copy her special again. And she did come out. Okay, let's copy her again with Lord Loki. And let's start trying to kill off some heroes. Let's use Medea on the left over here. I'm going to use Kushanku on Astrid. I'm going to hit this green diamond, do some tile dumping here. Probably should have matched that yellow diamond, but I was focused on tile dumping. Let's use... Actually, I'm going to hold on to Kushanku. Let's match these reds and purples up top. Lots of Miles attack going on. Alright, let's match these 3 reds over here on the left so I can match the purples next turn. I'm holding on to Kushanku in case if I need to use them on Song Jiang. Let's use Oniwakumaru now, and then I'm going to match the 3 purples so that I can get Medea. She's 1 tile short because of her increased for the second charge. Let's use Lord Loki to copy Li Q. See who's dead after this. Nobody, actually. Alright. Let's use... I'm gonna match these blues so I can set off the Cascade of Purples. So we can get Medea finally activated. And let's kill off Astrid with Medea. I know she's a hit 2, but hit 3, but she's a harder hitter than Kushanku, and I wasn't convinced that Kushanku would be able to kill Astrid. I don't want to kill Guruk first and have to deal with the Mega Minion. Alright, Li Q is dead, and Guruk is dead. Very happy with how that battle went in controlling Bernadette. With my 3rd flag, I'm going to bring Oniwakumaru and Lord Loki again to Bernadette. I've got Medea again for the Shifting Miles attack, Sludges for the dancing effect, and Dia Chan as my healer, and the minions for Medea and Oniwakumaru. They've got Li Q, 2 revivers with Astrid and Sable, and then also Ceres. Let's see how this 3rd flag goes. That is a lot of green tiles, and of course, I got no greens. Alright, we are going to start off with the 3 blues all the way on the left. Give me another blue. Nope. And we're going to have to match these 3 purples. It's going to set off a cascade of greens underneath. Hopefully there's nothing else, unless if there's a blue underneath the middle. Of course there's not. We got some more greens. Okay. Now... I've got a couple options for my blues. I think I'm going to match them horizontally, because I'm going to be able to get Oniwakumaru, and if I can get a blue tile in either of those bottom 2 right spots, I can get my tiles for Lord Loki. We did not. We did get another one, just not where I wanted it. But we're going to be able to set up another match of blues. Let's match these 3 green tiles. I'm not going to use Oniwakumaru yet, because actually, I can use him now. In case if there is a crazy cascade, because I'm going to match 3 blues next turn, actually 4 blues, which is going to give me Lord Loki. So let's use Oni now, then match these 3 greens. Now let's match these 4 blues and reds here. Oniwakamaru is going to get turned into a painting probably. He has a 40% chance to resist. He did not. Now, let's copy Bernadette's special with Lord Loki. And then I'm going to hit this blue dragon so that I can get a couple purple tiles for Dia-chan and Medea. Let's use Medea to heal and so that I can have the minions. Now, I'm going to hold on to Medea. Let's match these 3 green tiles up top. And how many more turns is the paintings for? 3 more turns. And 3 more turns on Oni also. I'm going to hold on to Medea. Let's match these 3 yellows up top. Let's match these blues and purples over here. Considering using Medea right now since I'm about to match some purple tiles. Yeah, let's hit the 3 in the middle here. Now, let's match the 3 greens in the middle so I can match some purples and set up some blues next turn. Oni's out of the painting. I'm going to match, or rather, I'm going to use Oni right now in case if there's a crazy cascade. Let's actually match the 3 yellows so that I can get Sludges potentially activated. But first, I want to... Actually, I think I do want to use her. Yeah, let's use Sludges right now. I'm going to match the 3 purples so I can match some blues next turn. I'm hoping Bernadette dies from the dancing dodge effect. And she did. Okay, cool. Now, let's ghost these 3 purple tiles. Yeah. I'm going to use the Shifting Miles attack. Actually, let's use Dia-chan first. I'm going to use the Shifting Miles attack on Ceres because I do not want to deal with the Wither effect. I'm going to ghost the 3 blue tiles so I can get Oniwakamaru before Bernadette potentially gets revived. We're going to use Oniwakamaru right now. Actually, I might wait. You know what? I do want to use Oniwakamaru now, in case if Astrid revives Bernadette, rather. I am going to use Lord Loki on... Actually, I want to save Lord Loki. How many more turns is she in the painting for? 2 more turns. And it's 3 more turns for the ghost. So I'm going to be able to get Oniwakamaru again. So actually, let's use Lord Loki on Ceres. Oh, that was stupid. He has the Shifting Miles attack. I just wasted a special. I am so annoyed at myself right now. Ugh, man. So very annoyed. So very annoyed. Alright, let's heal with Sludges. And I think I need a tile dump. I'm going to hold on to Oniwakamaru since I don't need him right now. Give me a blue tile, please. Let's move this blue tile over so I can match them next turn. I'm going to use Oniwakamaru in case if I get a crazy cascade. How many more turns is this taunt on for? One more turn. Okay. We can survive that, I think. Let's match the 3 yellows on the bottom. Perfect. Now let's copy Bernadette's special. Match these 4 purples on the top right. I gotta get this battle moving. Let's match the 3 purples over here to get, I think, Medea and Dia-chan perfect. Great, because I need to heal. Let's attack the middle 3 with Medea. And then I'm going to hit this green diamond, do some tile dumping. Kill Sable, please. Or Astrid. Shifting mouse attack went over to Sable and then back to Ceres. Let's heal. Max this purple diamond. Hopefully that kills Astrid. Awesome. And Sable. Great. I'm going to use Medea on Lee Q, and I need to match more tiles before I hit the yellow diamond. Perfect. Got 1 more purple, which is enough for Medea's shifting mouse attack again. And then some. I'm going to wait to use Medea so that I can copy Ceres' special. And this might be the end of the battle. All right, that was a close one, but I will take it. We are 3 for 3 now. With my 4th flag, we're going to go up against this Bernadette tank team. They've also got Sable, Ruanzalki, Fafnir, and Ceres. I've got Yukonin, who makes it so that buffs for himself and nearby allies are undispellable, which will work for the Reflect from Revna. And then Richard and Magni will have a 75% chance to resist buff dispels anyway. And then, of course, Damon is the setup for this team with his activation in just 6 tiles. He makes it so that an enemy cannot cast any status effects for 3 turns. Let's see how this 4th flag here goes. All right, we're definitely gonna be able to get our 6 reds for Damon right away. Let's start off with the 3 reds up against Ruanzalki. And we're gonna have enough tiles for Revna and Yukonin also. I almost don't want to cast the effect on Bernadette with Damon because I want it to reflect back. So let's use Damon on Sable. And then I'm going to match the 3 reds vertically. Perfect. Now, how many turns is the buff dispel or inability to dispel buffs? It lasts for 3 turns. I just need to make sure that it doesn't go away before Bernadette fires her special. So first I'm gonna match the 3 blues maybe? Yeah. Let's match the 3 blues horizontally, or actually, let's match them vertically up against. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I want to get some more mana for Bernadette, but I don't want to go too crazy. You know what? We should be able to get her activated in the next 3 turns. So let's use Yukonin and Revna, and then I am going to match the 3 purples, I think, up against Bernadette. Or do I want to just match the 3 reds? Yeah, let's match the 3 reds, because that's going to give me Damon just in case if I am not able to get Bernadette off. Now, I'm thinking about hitting the yellow diamond. I want to get a definite cascade. Let's match the 3 purples horizontally to set off that cascade of blues. And Bernadette's going to go off right now, and at least 3 will go into painting, potentially 5. And everybody but Ceres went into a painting. All right. Now let's use Damon against Sable. Definitely don't want her reviving anybody. I'm going to do a little tile dumping with this yellow diamond now. Gonna match these 3 blue tiles, which should kill Bernadette, and I'm gonna get both of my blue specials. I'm gonna use the main part of Richard on Sable. The minor part might kill her, but I want to ensure that she is dead. Now, let's use Magni on Ronzelki. That way I can ghost tiles over on this side. Gonna match these greens so I can match the blues next turn. Nice cascade of reds. I'm gonna wait a turn to use my red specials to ensure that it works when Ceres goes off. And let's use them now. And then I'm gonna hit this green dragon. It's going to set off a cascade of greens underneath and some purples. And let's match these blues over here, or greens, to set off the cascade of blues so I can get these specials, and I might be able to kill Ceres with the minor part of Richard. Awesome. Let's use Magni over here. Now we just need to ghost tiles. Definitely had a decent board to start, and then the cascade of reds. So not going to complain about that, but very happy with the execution of this battle as Fafner's about to go off, but that's okay. Don't die, Damon. Just barely. See if Damon can finish off Fafner. Awesome, they didn't revive. We are 4 for 4 now. With my 5th flag, we're going to go up against this Gurik tank team. I've got 3 different colors of counters for him with Ceres and the Silencing, Silverpaw with the Everlasting Greed, and then Von Rothbert with the Dancing effect, and they do not have any bards to affect the dancing from Von Rothbert. And then I've got Cleopatra as a strong healer, and then Hather, who increases mana, gives me the ailment immunity, and gives me that boosted heal over time. All right, let's see how this 5th flag goes. Not loving this board, because I definitely don't want to match those blues and greens right away, because that's going to get Bernadette going faster than I want to. Let's start off with the reds on the bottom left. Nice cascade of blues that I don't need, although we did get some reds right after. Nice. Maybe we'll be able to get Ceres activated early. Let's match the 3 purples on the top left, I think. Yeah. Let's match the blues and yellows all the way on the left. All right, we're going to match these yellows. If I get a red on the bottom left, I'm going to be so happy. We did not. We did get a red there. Gurik is going to go off before I can get any of my specials off, which is not the end of the world. Let's match the 3 yellows on the bottom left. That way I can heal after Sun Erniang goes off. And we've got both of our reds and our yellows. Awesome. I am going to heal first with Cleopatra. I'm going to put the Everlasting Greed on... Actually, I'm going to wait to use Everlasting Greed in case if Sun Jiang gets a critical hit. And actually, let's use Ceres on him. That should at least hit him and Sable. Unless if Sable's Cleric class evades it. Awesome. Both of them are silent, so now we can use Silverpaw. And I'm going to use that on Sun Erniang, I think. Yeah. Now let's use Hather. Match these greens and yellows on the left over here. Let's match the greens up against Gurik. Let's match the 3 reds over here on the left. Alright, Guruk's about to go off, but it's not going to affect anybody because of the Everlasting Greed on Sun Erniang, or they're going to be the only ones that get that. I'm going to match the 3 purples up against him. Hopefully I get a purple on the bottom. No purple on the bottom. I really need another purple for Von Rothberg before Bernadette goes off. How much health can I kill him with that 1 yellow tile? I don't think I can, but we're going to find out. Not quite. That's not ideal. Let's match the 3 reds up top. Yeah. That will move up the purple tile so I can match those up against Sun Erniang, or Sun Jiang rather. Hopefully everybody's still alive. Match the purples up against him now. Everybody, please stay alive. Thank you. Let's use Von Rothbert on either Bernadette or Gurik. I think I want to use it on Bernadette. No, because Gurik is going to get a special this turn. How many more turns is Sable in the ghost form? I think they just 1 more turn. Damn it. That means that we're going to have to kill Gurik. I think we got to hit him with Von Rothbert. We can get Ceres before, hopefully. How many more turns is Ceres silence for? 2 more turns. God damn it. Let's hit Sun Erniang with the Everlasting Greed. I need to heal, like, really bad. Let's match the 3 reds on the left over here. No cascading. Gurik is back alive. Great. Timer's going off now. Ceres is dead. This battle is not looking good. I should have hit Bernadette with Von Rothbert. Damn it. Everybody's a painting. I am gonna find it hard to believe if I'm gonna be able to survive this. This match is shaping up to be a flea. But let's do as much damage as we can. Don't kill everybody, please. And that's the match. 4 for 5, 1 flag left. With this last flag, I'm throwing a little bit of a prayer up there with Glusmer and Bonzo as the only 2 real counters to Bernadette. And then I've got 3 tunes with Tune Vivica, Tune Leonidas, and Tune Sartana. They've also got Satin Pimenter, Duelifler, Quarry, and Lee Q. Let's see how this last flag goes. All right, 7 blues or 7 greens will get me Glusmer or Bonzo. I think I can get 7 blues. I just don't know if it's going to set off Bernadette in the process because it's all tiles in the middle. So let's start off with the 3 reds here. Then I'm going to match 4 blues next turn, which of course I got a red underneath. So that's going to set a cascade off. But you know what? I was gonna say I could match the greens, but it just rearranges the formation. It doesn't actually make it so Bernadette doesn't go off with matching the 3 greens on the left and the 3 greens on the right. All right, let's take a chance here and match these 3 blues here. I think it's gonna set up Bernadette though. It didn't, but the cascade did. Oh my god. All right, well, and Vivica went into painting. That's not ideal. Let's match these 3 yellows here. Not even really sure where to go with this now. Let's match these 3 greens. Got a 4 match of purple so that we can get Sartana special. Dueler Flare is going to go off before, though. Either way, how I match those purples. Dueler Flare is going to go off. How many more turns am I in the painting for? 2 more turns, actually. Probably should have held on to Glusmer. That was stupid of me earlier. I'm really going to need to heal, though, so let's hit this purple dragon to get that last tile for Vivica. Don't set up here again, please. Thank you. Everybody, please stay alive. Stay alive. Wow. That was close. Alright. Let's rearrange this formation with Bonzo. Actually kind of works out with Lee Q being at the tank, and we can reduce the mana of Bernadette with Leonidas. And maybe we can get Glusmer activated before Bernadette goes off again. Here's to hoping. Let's match these 3 reds, setting off the cascade of purples underneath. Don't kill my healer, please. Oh no. Of course, Vivica did not resist. Let's match these 3 blues here. And Glusmer is dead. Yeah, this is not going to go well. If Glusmer was still alive, maybe, but... And this is going to be a battle. Maybe not. All right. Started out 4 for 4, lost last two matches. Ended up going 4 for 6. This war has been a tough one for our alliance. We do have 5271, but we've only got 13 flags left. They've got 4,087 with 66 flags left. So it is going to be very difficult for us to win this war. Our barrage is always a defense-heavy war, and we're struggling here a little bit. Let me know how your Our Barrage war is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.